welcome Nyah Stewart and Dr. Ryan Carpenter to the desk here, who will be talking about some of the more US-centric tech topics. First of which is the Genesis mission, which is something, a very ambitious initiative that the Department of Energy here in the US is launching. So Nyah, do you want to maybe tell us what Genesis mission is and some of the big announcements that came out this week?
Yeah, of course. Well, hello, everyone. Happy to be here. I'm also happy and excited to talk about a topic that I research a lot here at SCSP, which is AI for science. And the Genesis mission does just that. It's a national program that is designed to build a AI for science platform. So it's built and its purpose is to really accelerate AI's application to scientific discovery. And this is something that SCSP has pushed for a long time, since NSAI, and it's really exciting that it's starting to kind of start its first steps of execution. Joe, did you have something to add?
No, I think one of the things we've talked about at SCSP is we really laid the foundations for the Genesis mission, right?
Yeah.
And Nyah, you were great on building out a lot of the research into how we should do this. And so, just like the entire past couple of years that you've been working on the issue, I think is really incredible in laying the foundations for what the U.S. and what it's DOE that's leading the mission on Genesis, right? To make sure that when we think about how AI and science are going to come together, that we make sure that we, the U.S., are still going to be at that forefront of innovation and scientific research.
Yeah, I think something that we like to say is that the nation that builds this type of capability will not be caught, right? Because it will have the ability to innovate faster and quicker and at unparalleled speeds that we've never seen before, because AI is an accelerant of scientific discovery. And I'm really excited to see it take down some of the world's biggest problems, which I think is one of the new announcements of the 26 challenges that the Genesis mission is hoping to tackle, which is really promising.
Yeah, the two announcements. One was Genesis mission announcing like a public-private partnership consortium, which had a couple dozen companies listed to be partners with the national labs and moving AI for science forward. And then like this 26 S&T challenges, which is really cool. I mean, we have things like accelerating delivery of fusion energy to unifying physics from quarks to the cosmos, predicting U.S. water. That was of the 26, I could have picked another one. But these are really ambitious, bold goals. And what I liked about the document too was that it wasn't purely about like AI. We need to make AI better, faster, stronger. But it was like, what can AI do for you? And how can AI actually lead to real world impacts and real world deliverables?
Yeah, I think my favorite challenge kind of on this point of real world applications is the biotechnology one. I think the application of AI to drug discovery and making novel therapeutics is something that everyone can kind of relate to and get excited about, especially with the possibility of it creating cures that we've never seen before for some of the diseases that currently don't have a cure, types of cancer, Alzheimer's. And I think that's really exciting, and I think brings a lot of hope about AI's applications.
And these are things that like, hopefully amid, the political climate in DC, but these are things that hopefully everyone can get behind.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So,
for sure.
Who doesn't want? We've talked about it in the past about how AI adoption is actually one of the more pressing challenges we need to tackle as a nation, right? Making sure that people see AI as that tool that people can use and that's actually good for them, rather than, and not to say that AI is perfect, but obviously there's been so much focus on AI safety in a way that, adoption and making sure that we are pushing forward on the innovation. And again, as you've worked on how does this make people's lives better? Right. And that's the conversation we need to have.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm excited that Genesis mission can be kind of a shining example of the possibility and the good side of AI and everything that can be done with it as a tool, for sure.
And I think we also have we want to cue the next graphic as well. We have another podcast coming out next week where Illy, in one of, I guess it is like the first episode of the second season of Memos to the President, where he talks with Undersecretary of the Undersecretary of Energy, Dario Gil, on all the work that the department is doing on Genesis as well. So that's coming out next week too.
And Undersecretary Gil is leading the Genesis mission too. So.